Far Side movie reviews.
Alright you guys, so this is going to be a quick and dirty review of Frontier. Frontier is a Netflix original series, and it's one that I actually really enjoyed, and I was surprised because I didn't think I was going to enjoy it that much. But before we get into Frontier, guys, turn your attention to the bottom of the screen. You're going to see some white text that says click here to subscribe, or subscribe now, or click here now to subscribe. Guys, please make sure that if for whatever reason you're not able to watch this wonderful review, that you click that button and subscribe. We would love to have you as subscribers and part of the community so we can talk films together. So guys, now let's get into Frontier. So I was surprised, you guys. This was not a rip-off of The Revenant. Sure, thematically it is like The Revenant in the sense that it is set within the same time period, and there are some kind of themes visually that remind you of some of the action that you see in The Revenant, which I actually think was fine because it really does kind of help to make this series pretty good. So Season 1 is over. They are already working on a Season 2 for Frontier, which for me is exciting because when I finished seeing Season 1, I was like, man, I can't wait to see Season 2, and I was hopeful that it was coming. I mean, we had some really good original series to me on Netflix that never got a second season, and I was sorry about that, but I'm glad that Frontier is not going to be that way. So this is a collab between Netflix and Discovery Canada, and it's really kind of classified as a docudrama, which I think is probably appropriate. So here's what's going on in this. A quick synopsis, of course, with no spoilers. It pretty much tells the story of the 1800s fur trade in North America, when you had the Hudson Bay Trading Company that was really at the top of that trade. They were really controlling that trade, but there were a lot of people that were coming to North America that wanted to interrupt that control because it was so lucrative. There were pelts for everyone, or pelts aplenty is what I might want to say. But a lot of people were coming there kind of trying to stake their claim on fame, wealth, and power. And what this series does a good job of is really kind of telling that broader story, but also giving you a lot of different individual narratives within that broader story that really makes this an actually very interesting series to look at. So Season 1 I really enjoyed. I think that you guys will enjoy it as well. I think that this series is actually pretty good, and I think that there's enough content here for actually this to do really well for seasons to come, just depending on how well they're able to keep the storytelling going. And they do a good job of Season 1. The story is engaging, the characters are interesting, the script is well written, and it paces pretty well too. And the action is pretty raw in this movie. It's pretty bloody, it's pretty visceral in this first season. So if that's something that you're not really into, then you might not really enjoy this. But if you don't mind that, if you don't kind of mind the rawness of it, then I think that you really enjoy it. And the good part about this is, from what I understand, it's kind of fairly accurate because it was pretty cutthroat back then, and this movie displays that in a very real way. So that is really part of the narrative that we see here. It's part of what makes it actually so enjoyable. Guys, I think that a lot of people will really enjoy Frontier. I think that this is something that you should check out. I'm not going to give it a grade because I'm kind of trying to move away from grading series and movies as well. So I'm just going to tell you what my thoughts are on it in terms of whether you should see it or not. And I think this is something that you should check out. I think that a lot of people will enjoy it. This is one of those series that hopefully doesn't kind of fly under the radar in Netflix, because there's a lot of stuff coming out at the same time as well. Tom Hardy's series is coming out, Taboo, around the same time. So it's got some competition, but this is what I want to turn your attention to. So guys, make sure that you check it out. Guys, if you like this review, if you found it helpful, please make sure that you give it a like, comment on it, let me know what you think, and please subscribe. And with that, I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.